Hey YouTubers, Electric Adventures here with another pickups video. It's Monday, so a whole lot of packages have turned up at once. Some from actually that I purchased quite a while ago. So the packages will actually be slowing down over the next couple of months because I've picked up a lot lately, and I'm actually pretty happy with what I've got so far. So I'm actually trying to consolidate a little bit and be a bit more selective about the titles I get. So, and there are some other things on the way from overseas that will take a little while to arrive. So, yeah, I suppose I've lost a little faith with the local Australian eBay. Okay, now the first item off eBay is for one of my favourite systems, one of my favourite consoles, is Atari 7800, and it's a spare 7800 controller. Now, interesting enough, I am sure in the eBay picture that the little stick that is supposed to be there, that is when they come originally, that most people take out and then lose, was in the picture. So I'm going to have a look at that shortly and have a look. But anyway, there's a 7800 controller. Hopefully works okay. It was only $5, so no big loss, and it's good to have a spare. Because they are a specific controller for the 7800 with the two buttons, and unless you're into wiring your own up, which I'm actually thinking of doing in a couple of cases, so just to get some different joysticks on the 7800 that support both buttons, because I've got a few 7800 games now. Okay, now our next package is nicely bubble wrapped inside a padded box, which is very nice of the seller. Is what looks like to be a very good condition of another game from my primary collection, which is Rampage for the Sega Master System. And this box looks in pretty good nick. It even has the hanging tab. There's a little bit of sticker residue there. There's the back of the box. Oh, pardon me. And inside we have, the manual's got a little fold, as they do sometimes, but otherwise it looks in pretty good nick. I can fix the fold's not too bad, and the cartridge is in very good nick. And the box isn't too bad. I've got a little bit of pen there, we can take that off. So that's a really good copy of Rampage. So another one for the collection. That one probably was only ordered last week, but the now this is another one. I believe the person said they were sick. They also, after I won a particular auction, which was originally just for some ColecoVision games, then didn't have the main title that I went into the auction for, which was actually Time Pilot for the ColecoVision. I went, oh, great. But then they said they had all these Atari cartridges, and they actually sent me and it looks like they've actually found some other things and sent me in the box because they felt guilty. Because they basically said the primary reason why I went for the auction in the first place was for the Time Pilot. So now I've paid extra for the other Atari cartridges, and there's some quite good ones in here. We'll go for the ColecoVisions first. So originally in the auction were Cosmic Avenger, which I already have. So that's a loose Cosmic Avenger up for trade. Turbo. Which I already have, only got recently. If somebody wants a copy of that, there's a good copy of Turbo. Now Exxon, which I didn't have. Wish you wanted Exxon for a little while. They all seem to have this same mark here. That doesn't look in too bad condition, so definitely keeping that one, guys. And not that it was listed in the auction, so it's down the bottom of the box. Oh, by the way, we have the manual for Turbo, so that'll go with the cartridge if somebody wants that. But we have another copy of Exxon, and the box for Exxon. So, and it's got the instructions and everything. So well, there we go. I've ended up with a box Exxon and a spares Exxon. So there we go, there's a Exxon up for trade as well. So quite a few Coleco cartridges up for trade. Really looking forward to having a play session of this one, because the Coleco version of Zaxxon is quite a good version, and I haven't played it for a very long time. It's one of the games I originally had. Okay, now the rest. Oh, I've got one more ColecoVision cartridge, and there's another one I didn't have. Donkey Kong Jr. It's quite a good version on the ColecoVision. It's another game that I had on ColecoVision back in the day. Alright, now on to the Atari cartridges, which all have a very two-branded theme to them, and some of them are actually quite hard to get. So we have, and I believe they've ended up chucking in more cartridges than, I can't remember, I'll have to check. But we have, so these are all for the 2600. Spider-Man by Parker Brothers. Popeye. Sky Skipper, which I've never heard of before. It's missing its end label, but it's the back bit of the label still there. Reactor. I'm just sorting these a little bit. Alright. A copy of Armadar. Now I've actually got Armadar already, so one MSX to go to send to me, so that's a trade. Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. Sorry, camera's having a conniption there. No, not going to cooperate. Anyway, you can see what it is. Okay, a normal Atari branded one, Millipede, the follow-up to Centipede. I'm sure this wasn't on the list. Time Warp, which is like an independent brand title. And then these particular cartridges are pretty rare. We have China Syndrome by Spectravision, which are the same people who made my Spectravideo computer. Spectravision Planet Patrol. Tapeworm. And last but not least, Gangster Alley. Oops. Falling out of the box is another copy of Zaxxon instructions. So that Zaxxon that I've got there for trade also comes with instructions. A little faded, but there's still enough. They're original. So see, it's got a bit of stuff in there. All right. Well, that's a lot of cartridges, and I think it cleans up most of my lagging eBay Australian items. There are, I've got a package from Japan, a package from the US coming, and a package from the UK coming, but they will take a little while to get here, so they're probably the last local pickups, I think, unless I'm missing anything off my list. Alright, now let's go on. We're going to have to be a little bit selective about some of these games, otherwise the gameplay section will take too long. But I'll see how we go, and see how the new capture card goes with a gameplay with a pick up and play. Right, here we go with Donkey Kong Jr. for the ColecoVision. It's quite a colourful game. Sound is really good and faithful to the arcade. My ColecoVision controller is a little stiff. I maybe should switch the player 1 to the... Player 1 to the player 2. Player 1 and player 2 one around, I reckon. So it's a platformer where you have to get to the top and unlock the key. climbing with two hands is faster than climbing with one. There we go, got to the key. And just like the arcade game, the first time you play through, you go straight to the last screen. So first screen, then last screen. And this one we've got a lock. Lock the key, the locks into the top. You gotta be really careful with the grabbers. The pieces of fruit also kill the birds. Right, I think I've done it. That's probably the first time I've managed to do that for a while. This is the first time I played the game for a long time. Okay, so now you go back through to the first screen again. My controller really is sticking, going to the right. Get rid of that guy. You do have to be careful because they can actually bite you there. Okay, make a run for the key. And I've done it. That's right, I pressed level 1 and ColecoVision games, it's sort of like a beginner mode on level 1. So that's probably good for me. Now this is a level I always die on. You can do a shortcut that you've got up there, but you've got to time the jump properly. This is a bit I always mess up on the Atari 8-bit version. But he's getting off the chain there. Alright, we've probably gone a bit long on this one. We'll move on to the next one, which is Exxon. Here we go with Exxon for ColecoVision. Okay. It's really actually quite amazing what they managed to do on the Coleco with this version. It's quite faithful to the arcade game. And you've got to shoot the fuel, just like Scramble. Once again, I selected easy. So it's being pretty easy on me. So you've got to watch your height. Missed him. So it goes pretty easy on you. I've got a wall to go over here. We've got some of the planes. I don't know whether you've got to get a specific number or you've just got to make it through. Whoops, got it. So as you can see, it's quite a good, faithful version. If you die there, it sends you all the way back to the start. So this is one I've wanted in my Coleco collection, or back in my Coleco collection for quite some time. It's one of the games I used to have. Oh no, we have actually progressed to the next stage. And they're a bit more aggressive. Got an extra life then too. So this Exxon's got a bit of variety there to keep you interested. Another section. Alright, I'll leave it like that, otherwise this section of the video will get long, but one of my favourite games and highly recommended. And this is the boss. You've got to shoot him down before he missiles you. Okay, here we go with Rampage for the Sega Master System. It's the second time I've done this because my capture device came up indicating copyrighted material when I was trying to record, but it was probably when I was switching between. That's okay, that gave me a practice of this game because the first time I did this I didn't know what I was doing. So basically you can go around and you can grab the people shooting at you, but the basic premise is you need to climb up the buildings and destroy them. Oops, and you are supposed to be down the building before you oh, it's not a good idea to hit electric signs. There we go, building's starting to collapse, so you need to get down before it actually collapses or you get hits. Okay, so that's how you complete a stage. You basically destroy all of the buildings in the area. The next one, crash that car. Whoops. Getting a lot more damage this time. I do find it difficult actually going up the building sometimes. Well, you can reach across and bash the other building too, that's pretty cool. Did a bit of damage to myself this time though. Okay, a couple of buildings about to go there. And that one. So it's a pretty good game. Got bones there, a couple of helicopters. Didn't get as much damage to myself. As you can see from the high score that's still up there, I actually got more the first time I played it. So a lot more buildings this time, a lot more guys attacking us. A train. Let's go see what we're going to do with the train. Yeah, got the train. Let's eat somebody. Yeah. So it's a good fun game. I quite like it. Good addition to the collection. Okay, let's try. What is it? Gangster Alley? I don't know what in the world I'm supposed to be getting the green guy, I suppose. So you've got to get the guys before they get you, and not everybody. Okay, so you get the friendly ones. so I just lost. Okay, it took me a little while to get that. We'll have another go. So you get the guy at the top who's about ready to throw stuff at you. And you get the guys with the guns, and leave the people alone. And I'm dead. Alright, we'll move on to the next one. Next one is Tapeworm. Got a bit of an intro sequence going here. We'll get straight into it. Right, so it's a classic version of Snake, where you've got to eat the pieces of fruit. And I take it, yeah, and avoid the bird. So I take it every time we eat one of the pieces of fruit, we get longer, which we seem to be. I'm not sure what the spider thing going along the bottom with going towards the piece of fruit there is, but it seems to reset every time. I suppose you've got until that time, or a spider comes down or something. Ah, I see. So it puts more things on the... Oh, not a bad game. Alright, we'll move on to the next one. Right, next is Planet Patrol. Looking forward to this one because I can remember it. Right, so you've got to avoid the what look like swords, but the missiles or something, while shooting as many of the ships as you can. I think it's very important to get the black ship that came along then. We've got a bit of a scanner down the bottom. Right, yep, you have to get rid of the shield. Alright, then we've got a static section. Runway, I take it. Yep, we landed. And what looks like a, I suppose it's supposed to be an ambulance. Looks like a bit like a roller skate. Yeah, it's not a bad game. I quite enjoy this one. It's getting dark now. Getting a bit hard to see some of these colours. Oh, I see, and it only lights up when we shoot. Which ups the difficulty a little bit. Whoops. I died. Awesome game. We'll definitely be playing more of that one. Okay, had a couple of games there, we had a bit of trouble. China Syndrome seems to have a... the cartridge doesn't go in properly, so I may have to have a look at that one and time warp. We got flickering all over the screen, so it may actually be a US cartridge. Select starting score. We'll just start with 0. I've never actually played Millipede, but Centipede on the Atari 2600 is an awesome game. No, I didn't change to my roller controller, which the trackball, which I probably should have done. So we've got good old spider, and you got your bits of TNT up there, which I've now gone and exploded all of. Whatever that thing is, I see that, and the playfield scrolls down when you successfully kill all of the millipede. Got a bit of a bonus stage there. Yeah, this is... Whoop. Millipede looks like quite an enjoyable variant of Centipede, so thoroughly recommend it. We'll move on to our next one. Okay, now we have Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. Okay, and you can hold down your fire button, which is good. And what we're going to do is shoot the walkers. Now you can shoot them and wear them down, or the little flashing thing underneath the neck there. If you manage to hit that, you can kill them in one shot. Whoops. Now your ship has shields, so it can take a little bit of damage before it dies. The idea is you've got to... Yeah, I got it in the one-shot spot, so that's when like a port opens to fire missiles at you. Oh. Yeah, got it again. And you've got to get them before they get to the base, of course, the rebel base. So a great game. I probably shouldn't be playing it with a 7800 controller, as I am. I'm almost dead again. Yep, I'm dead again. Alright. If you don't have that game, definitely recommend it. It's one of the best